Hello and welcome back to Lesson 3, the Circuit Playground, Level 6. This is more on the buzzer, and I'm sorry that you may not be able to hear the buzzer itself, but that's just because it's set up the way it is. However, we're still going to go through the level, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it buzzing when you plug it in and do it on your own. So let's look at this. It says buzzer duration. The buzzer frequency block has two parameters, frequency and duration. Frequency changes how the buzzer sounds, so that's what we looked at last time. The bigger the number you give it, the higher the buzzer sound will be. Duration determines how long the buzzer is going to play a sound for in milliseconds. 1000 milliseconds is the same as 1 second. So when it says 500 milliseconds, that means it's half of a second. You can read more about how the buzzer works by clicking here. I'm just randomly going to click and go check it out. Documentation. We love documentation. All right. So, this is cool. Producing output. The LED is probably the simplest form of output available. And though there are many useful things a simple light can communicate, sometimes we need a different form of output. We've used light as an output, but what about sound? Your board has a buzzer object that can play simple sounds. So this must be it right here on the board. The buzzer. Don't expect the buzzer to make beautiful music. It's a simple tool for simple output. This cube contains a simple buzzer, also known as a piezo or piezoelectric buzzer. When electricity is sent to the buzzer, it vibrates and makes noise, making different sounds. So low, medium, high. When using the LED, our choice of output was pretty simple. It's either on or off. The buzzer can actually play a range of different sounds. We're able to do that by sending pulses of electricity to the buzzer at different speeds. This is like turning on and off a light repeatedly. The faster we flip the switch, the higher the sound it will produce. All right, so that makes sense. So now that we've looked at that, let's come back here. For right now, we're going to focus on duration, the second parameter. Do this. Drag out a frequency block to each of the events. Change the second parameter so that the button plays sounds for different lengths. And I just realized I already did this and forgot to reset the version history. Oops. So let me do that now. Start over. Okay, there we go. So this is the screen you'll actually see when you start. Okay, so going back to what it was telling us to do, drag out a frequency block to each of the events. Change the second parameter so that the buttons play sounds for different lengths. So we want to come over here where it says buzzer.frequency. We're going to slide that in. So play the buzzer sound for a short amount of time. So just to make sure we understand frequency and duration. So this first one decides low or high pitch. Right now it's set to medium. And this one decides time. All right, so 100 milliseconds would be 1/10 of a second, which is a pretty short time. All right, we're going to take this one, we're going to slide it into here, and it says long button plays the buzzer sound for a longer amount of time. So for this one, I'm going to add a 0 because now we have a 1/10 of a second and 1 second. All right, so but both the same frequency. All right, so let's run it and see what happens. And click short. All right, gave me a little short little beat and then long, and that gives it a nice long one. So yeah, so that's how frequency and duration work. So again, this first column is frequency, which means the higher the number, the higher the pitch. And the second one is duration, so the higher the number, the longer it's going to sound. All right? Okay, so we've done that. We're going to click on the orange finish button, and I will see you on level 7. Here we go.